A trip to Huntsville tainted by an experience at the airport. Sabrina Salua Mahuka was named the American Samoa Teacher of the Year. She, alongside other honorees, attended space camp and spent the week exploring the Rocket City. She says she was on a, quote, joyous high leaving Huntsville, but that's until an interaction at the Huntsville International Airport with American Airlines. She says she was treated differently than her white colleague, describing it as discrimination. Tonight, the airline reacting to her claims.
The week at Space Camp was phenomenal. I was surrounded by amazing people, amazing educators who just kind of filled the room with so many great ideas.
For Sabrina Salua Mahuka, she always considered herself a strong and independent person. She identifies as Chinese and Samoan Filipino, but what she experienced Monday night at Huntsville Airport with American Airlines had her feeling small and insignificant.
What I'm here for is to push for a change.
She says her flight was canceled due to severe weather. When she and her Asian colleague approached the airline about possible overnight accommodations, she was told they won't provide any. But just minutes after that interaction, Anthony Coy Gonzalez, her white male colleague on the same flight, had a different experience while talking with the same representatives. The airline booked him a hotel, ride to the hotel, and gave him a food voucher.
It seemed to me like walking in with my privilege as a white male. It seems like that might have been the only distinguishing factor for how I was treated in relation to how my two AAPI colleagues were treated.
But it was a day later when she worked up the courage to share her experience online, tagging the airline and airport. She says she always taught her students to stand up against ignorance and felt it was important to take the stand herself.
I realized that I have the obligation to actually speak out so that this systemic discrimination can be changed.
She's stepping up on behalf of herself and of her students and of her colleagues is a very powerful model for all of our children, because I think the fight that we're in right now is not just about Sabrina, it's about our kids.
I reached out to American Airlines. A spokesperson tells me they are continuing to investigate and have reached out directly to her to apologize and offer reimbursement for hotel-related expenses. She says she should know what comes out of the investigation within a week.
I could put up with being like, okay, no, we don't do that accommodation, and that if that was for everyone, entirely different story. However, that wasn't the case. And for me to hear that and that thrown in my face like that within 20 minutes of being denied, it was very hurtful.
I also reached out to Huntsville International Airport. A spokeswoman said she learned of the incident through social media and has not been contacted by any passengers.